Purpose of trade in Aztec. Introduction. Aztec society had different classes of people performing different tasks. One such class was of professional traders known as poteca, who traveled throughout the empire, taking goods and information from place to place. These Aztec traders were not only central to Aztec economy, but also acted as the foremost network of communication between different parts of the empire. Additionally, they also performed the role of spying during the time of war by visiting the enemy territory and gathering strategically important information. In today's activity, you will learn how trade was used to help communicate with other parts of the empire. Aztec economy, regional markets, and trade. There were central regional markets in every city-state of Aztec Empire. The city of Tlatelolco, for instance, had a central marketplace where over 60,000 people traded on a daily basis. These marketplaces were not only a source of trade between different places, but also served the purpose of dissemination of news. Smaller local Aztec markets dealt in specialized goods. For instance, there were local markets that only dealt with the sale and purchase of precious metals. While the larger markets remained open throughout the week, smaller ones mostly remained open only 5 days a week. Okay, so there were these markets where people came and traded on a daily basis, but they didn't just trade goods, they also gossiped. That's what dissemination of news means. So there were small markets that might have just sell like one item, like metals, and they were only open 5 days a week, where the bigger ones, they were open all week long. Aztec economy, Poteca distance trading and traders. Since trading was one of the most important components of the Aztec economy, traveling merchants enjoyed a higher status than the ordinary people. These professional long-distance traveling merchants were known as poteca, and, other than trade, were also a source of communication between different parts of the empire. These Aztec merchants traded in all sorts of goods, including food, garments of various kinds, feathers, slaves, and precious metals, etc. Some poteca also traded exclusively for the nobility and sold their surplus tribute in the marketplace. Due to extensive traveling, these traders were also employed as spies by the empire. Okay, so the poteca were the people who traded. They were traveling merchants, which means they went back and forth between different parts of the empire, and they traded all kinds of things. Aztec economy, wealth of the Aztec Empire. The wealth of Aztec Empire was sustained through tribute and trade, other than its agriculture. Tribute was important for Aztec economy, and thus the empire constantly waged battles against the neighboring city-states in order to ensure a steady supply of tribute and war captives. Trade between different parts of the empire was also central for the wealth of the Aztec Empire. The capital city of Tenochtitlan was considerably wealthier than the other city-states, since it not only indulged in excessive trading, but it also collected tribute from all the subjective city-states. Okay, so they're talking about trading and agriculture, okay? Tribute and war captives are basically a person that they give up. Aztec traders' roles in society. Aztec traders were central to the sustenance of the economy of the Aztec Empire. They were the only effective trade and communication link between different parts of the empire, and thus their role in keeping the empire functional was very important. They took news from one part of the empire to the other and exchanged goods. The special kind of long-distance trade and commerce that the Poteca indulged in was called, oh golly, Potecatl. I gotta Google that. One of the most important roles of Aztec merchants during the time of war was spying in the enemy land and procuring valuable information. All right, so just like it said before, the Poteca, they traveled around the empire trading, and they also spied to get information from other parts of the empire during war. Aztec trader types: importers, wholesalers, and traders. There were three main types of Aztec merchants: the importer, the wholesalers, and the retailers. The importers were known as Poteca and Azteca. The traders were called, oh, I don't know that word. And the retailers were called Lanaculo. The importers were further subdivided in two types. One type was called the Poteca something, and it traded on behalf of the nobility and enjoyed a higher rank than ordinary traders. The other type, Poteca Nalozmeca, was of the ordinary traders seeking goods for their own gain. These later kinds traded in ordinary goods of everyday life and various household items, which common people purchased in the marketplaces throughout the empire. Aztec traders, types of goods sold. The Aztec traders traded in a variety of goods between different parts of the empire. But since Aztecs did not make use of the beast of burden and did not have wheels, they traded only in relatively small items which could be transported easily from place to place. The most common trading items included ornaments made of gold, woven cloth, and salt, which was harvested from the lake bed. The items usually purchased in return included tropical bird feathers, jaguar skins used for ceremonial garments, cotton, rubber, and others. Aztec merchants procured the luxury goods for the nobility, which used them to display the wealth. Aztec traders working on behalf of the nobility enjoyed a higher rank compared to the ordinary traders. Aztec trading in markets. The most common type of Aztec trades traded through the marketplaces. Every city-state had a marketplace where trading took place. These Aztec merchants brought goods to the marketplace and sold them there. On the other hand, they also purchased goods from these marketplaces to sell them in other places. Thousands of people traded in these marketplaces on a daily basis, and all sorts of luxury and household items were available from there. Prices were regulated in the marketplaces by the government agents. Other than the large central marketplace, there was also various regional marketplaces. So the government controlled how much you could be charged at the marketplaces, and people came every day and they bought all kinds of stuff there. Okay, you could get fancy stuff for nobility, or just regular type of things. That anything that you might need, you would sell things and buy things, but sometimes the things you bought would just go to another marketplace to be sold. Aztec trading in cities. Within the cities, Within the cities too, trading took place through the marketplaces, which were frequented not only by the Aztec traders but also by the common people. For instance, the marketplace at the sister city of Aztec capital, Loco, saw over 60,000 people indulging in trade on a daily basis. Other than trading, these marketplaces provided an opportunity for the Aztec people to socialize. Common people purchased various household items, including vegetables and fruits, from these marketplaces. Strict government control was maintained over these markets for the regulation of prices and quality of goods. Officials were also responsible for collecting the tribute and taxes for the emperor from these markets.